And notice the shapes. I love this part because they're going ba, side, ba, ba, ba. Different silhouettes happening now. And this is a great character moment for him as he's playing to the crowd. Great shapes here. For some reason, this setup makes me think of a cloud. They're so sharp and clean. This part of the music. They're still in the intensity. The movements are just defined. Like a very distinct, clean wave. See that? Boom. He's bringing up the intensity. See that? Clean transition from that 3-2-2 to this V. Rotation, smooth. Dude, this is my favorite part. Going from like a standing and side. This little double change right here. It's a simple jump into the formation, but it adds a dynamic to it. And I like how this builds up. They do this as a motif throughout the whole thing of him constantly walking through stage right, but this group just gets bigger and bigger. Does that throughout the whole thing. Clever formation change for him to go on this to this side. Example of the level change here because it's up, the movements are so sharp, and then immediately just directs your eye to drop. Slows it down, bring it back up. The intensity, level change, it's a simple jump. It adds a lot from just a simple, from this level, that level right there. If we go back to the low level, leveraging the different ways to lead the eye. Whether it's through the shapes or the levels, see standing, and then bam. Now there's in standing level. And notice the shapes. I love this part because they're going ba, side, ba, ba, ba. Different silhouettes happening now. And this is a great character moment for him as he's playing to the crowd. Look at these like strong out, big motion here. Next one, out, strong silhouettes. Another one, not a high jump, but it's a whoop. And there's so much movement happening. Can't help but keep your eyes at it. Other dancers are setting up here. Nice. Everything softening back up. Then building up the intensity. Whew. And it helps that it's so fucking clean. 7, 8, and boom. The impact of if it's a small group versus a bigger group obviously gets a little riskier because it's a bigger group, potential for mistakes, equal opportunity to make it more impactful. This jump just feels bigger. See again, that motif of him going stage right, now that the bigger crowd is walking through like a field, or maybe he's like flying through a cloud. And that sudden drop, 2 counts to that drop. And 1, 2. That just explodes, man. They're here. Boom. Look how they spread out, man. And now they are here. So half a second late, buddy. Very defined movements though. I love this part. Calm before the storm. When the dancers come back. Slightly onto stage left. Notice the motif of him walking through. But the difference this time is that he doesn't really escape from that. He's still like deeply within that formation. Man, they travel to get to that next spot. Look at that. From here. Oh, they're just shifting windows. Yeah, sexy B-Boy Power Rangers. I'm loving this lineup moment right now. Amazing formation changes. And then they breathe. Intense choreography, great execution of it. You feel the energy like when they hit, when they soften it up. And I really love that motif of that one guy just walking through the formation. It just feels like a recurring theme, the way they use motifs in a movie called Vertigo. Just like a recurring theme of like that. I'm really curious as to what it says in the lyrics on that specific part. because it just recurs throughout the whole thing. Let's hop on to the next one. All right, so that's it. If you want more, click on over here. There should be plenty more content for you to watch. And if you guys want super early access or even requests, make sure you guys check out the Patreon. Link is down below.